I I like to be honest when I can. There are days when I get ready to sit down and do this where I have been digging through Substack or my emails or something to try to find a good jumping off point. Not just for the journaling, but if I'm going to talk for a couple of minutes, I'd like it to be about something other than, I'm getting ready to write. Here's my pen. So today there were like four things, all of which a couple of them are going to make good Substack articles, and I will probably write about those. Some of them made me stop and think. And one of them is on something that had come up in a conversation with one of my grandkids that is something I feel like I would like to study a little bit more. Right now I'm also studying solitude, just because that's something I'm interested in, and actually studying something like reading it and reading multiple books and writing about it is a good way to improve your focus and your mental thinking, kind of like this journaling. But a couple of days ago, I was looking at my email, and this is what I've come back to talk about this morning. And when you've got a Gmail account, all right, so you open it up and you've got the name of like where it came from, and then you've got whatever they put in the subject line, and then you've got maybe a couple of words from the first line of the email, and then you have the date. Okay, so one of the things I'm always looking for is the informed delivery thing, so I know if there's something in the post office box that it would be worth stopping what I'm doing after lunch and going down there and getting it, that it's not just, advertisements. And there are, when I subscribe to somebody in Substack, I get a notification on the Gmail that they've published something new, and that kind of gives me a heads up, even though I go over there and do that anyway. But it's really mostly the post office thing that I'm looking for. Okay, so there's something that I subscribed to, as in I gave them my email a long time ago, and it's called Interesting Facts. I don't remember where. I looked them up before I brought them up because I just wanted to, make sure it wasn't some seriously bogus thing that's been lying around in my emails. And I don't often read exactly what they have, but, I also haven't unsubscribed. So I'm going down through there the other day, and I guess it was on the 3rd. And the subject line was, and I'm not making this up, the surprising thing hiding in your hair right now. I challenge you to hear that and not reach up and scratch your head. Okay, the surprising thing hiding in your hair right now. I don't know, gnats, bugs, some kind of mold, a disease, something microscopic, like one of that little teeny microscopic thing that they sent pictures around for a while. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was just really scary. It's like, it's microscopic. It's like it's on my finger and I can't see it. And then I looked, I thought, okay, don't even click on that. Just like keep going. And so the next one right after that is from Starfire Codes, which is a Substack thing, and she channels. I don't know how I feel about it, but sometimes the things she says are kind of inspiring in it. And it says, don't worry, God is always on time. Okay, well, that may be helpful if I have things hiding in my hair. And then the other one that I've subscribed to that I've been following for a long time is by Tut, T-U-T, and it's my note from the universe, and it always has my name on it, which is just how they do it, And it says, the way you're strong, rest assured, literally, which is really pretty helpful if you think there's something hiding in your hair. Okay, so with all that said, over on Substack this morning by Jonathan Knott, there is a, I'm going to jump over there just to make sure I don't, but what he says is that Every app on your phone was designed by a team of PhDs whose only job was to make you come back. Willpower is not the answer. You cannot out-discipline a dopamine dispenser. And the idea that we are constantly being fed information, even if it makes us worry about what's hiding in our hair, we are constantly being fed information for reasons other than we need to be informed. And that's really kind of scary. And we get hooked on that. We get hooked on the information coming in. And finding a way to put my phone down has been a major challenge. Mostly because there are people that I really do want to stay in touch with. Like, I'm their emergency contact. So I feel like I have to at least have my phone with me. But I do have my Apple Watch. And my Apple Watch will buzz when anything comes in through one of these things. And I can look at it. And I can tell whether it's an emergency, if it's like an emergency person. So then I will take the phone out of my pocket. But I'm not ever without my phone. And considering that I was up scrolling at 3 o'clock this morning and again at 4 o'clock and then again at somewhere around 5-ish, I think I finally got back into bed somewhere around 5. But, there was a storm. I mean, we had another string of thunderstorms come through that woke me up. And I did find that I turned to my phone to I think of it as entertainment. And maybe it is a dopamine dispenser. I'm not sure. Okay, so what am I going to write about this morning? There was another prompt that said, just allow yourself to have fun in nature today. I would like to, but it's muddy out there, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I think I will walk around and take pictures because the flowers are blooming and it really is nice. But it's time to write. I've been talking for 7 minutes, and that's longer than I normally talk. Okay, so remember how we do this. I take a drink of coffee, right, and then I stop talking. Some days the 5 minutes comes early. I mean, I'm kind of always watching my watch. And I feel like, wait, I have so much more I want to say. I want to write. And I have to remind myself that I can go back at any time. There's no rules. Other days, I have to push, as if whatever I was thinking finished at 3 minutes. And if I commit to 5 minutes, I want to stay at 5 minutes. So I hope you're doing something with this. I hope you're journaling or writing, or at least finding 5 minutes that you stop whatever you're doing and just sit and look at nature or something to try to give yourself just a few minutes of peace. We all need that right now. Definitely. Okay, thank you.